Listen up.
This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Jack Harlow was trending after he did not realize that Brandy and Ray J were siblings. Here's the original audio.
Brandy and Ray J are siblings? Nobody's ever told me that in my life.
Well, Brandy went to social media and said, I will murk this dude and rap at 43 on his own beats and then sing his ass to sleep.
Okay.
Then she said, see, I can have a little fun too. Hee, it's all love. That's pretty funny, though, because people were like, what? Oh, my God, Brandy's
She
beefing?
chose violence, yes.
She was joking.
Yeah. All right, now, Freddie Gibbs, he performed in Buffalo after allegedly Benny the Butcher's crew jumped him. There's video footage of this available, and somebody had tweeted out, I just saw Freddie Gibbs get beat up and his chain took while I was eating in Buffalo, New York. And the person tweeted out, chain off video of Freddie Gibbs is running and his security didn't help. So Freddie Gibbs, on the other hand, did take the stage later that night. He did have some noticeable lumps on his face. His eye was swollen. People were wondering why his face looked injured. But when that, that text message from him surfaced online, he said, 20 N-words deep, this all they did, couldn't even take my ish. And then he had his bunny rabbit pendant that was online. He said, tell them N-words come harder next time. And he still did go ahead and perform. Here's what Freddie Gibbs had to say about rumors about his chain being snatched.
Stolen jewelry, producer stolen jewelry, and I'm in here buying new shit with my baby mama child support money. You see it, bitch, blinky.
Monday, May 16th. The jewelry is here.
Produce the stolen rabbit.
Produce the stolen
Produce the stolen jewelry that you say that you got, man.
Being a street rapper got to be exhausting. I mean, so much to prove all the time. Walking around with your chest out, leading with your ego, always got to be tough. Nobody got time for that. And Freddie should be lucky he's alive. Like, I saw that video. You got jumped by that many people, anything can happen.
Right,
Yeah,
and
but
I
why
didn't
is he
even
beefing
know,
with them, though?
me neither,
Yeah,
because they have songs together. They were supposed to, at one point, do an album together, so I don't know where this all started from. Now, people were trying to figure out where this whole issue between the two of them, who basically have been, colleagues, done music together, seems like they was cool at one point, so they go back to different things that happened, and here is Freddie Gibbs telling people to keep his name out of their mouth.
They said working with Freddie Gibbs came and went. Man, I know some other that came and went too. Just keep my name out your mouth, man, when y'all talking to people who are doing interviews. Just say next question, man. I don't want to talk about that, man. Just say next motherfucking question.
All I know is Freddie, it's never too late to pivot, my brother. You're going to be 40 this year. That's too old to be trying to prove, you gangster. And where's these rappers' security? And
there was a lot of people, and they were in Buffalo.
20 people on your ass.
There was a lot of people.
What are you going to secure?
You got you one of these Israeli trained armed security guards. Let that thing start flying.
But that audio was Benny the Butcher on Spotify's Most Necessary Live interview, and that was him discussing a possible collaboration with Freddie Gibbs. He said it came and went, and that's when Freddie Gibbs said, to keep my name out your mouth, just say next question, keep it moving after that.
And how was Freddie able to count all those people? I can understand if it was 3 or 4, but he knew it was 20?
Well, I mean, that's an estimate.
And how do we know Benny the Butcher? How do we know Benny the Butcher had anything to do with this? I mean, I understand it was in Buffalo, but
that's
how
why
do we
I said
know?
allegedly. That's what people are saying. It's alleged that it was Benny the Butcher's crew. That's what people were saying. We don't know that that's true.
Because Freddie he be having a lot of smoke. It seemed like. So
and maybe they felt like it's Buffalo, and then the two of them have been having this back and forth. They've written stuff to each other on social media. Who knows?
I didn't know it was that serious. I'm not going to just put that on.
It feels like something
Benny
that
the
could have
Butcher.
been squashed with a conversation, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm just not going to just stick that on Benny just because it was in his town.
All right, now Kim Kardashian is on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. So is Ciara, by the way. So is Yumi Nu and Mae Musk. So I'll break it down for you now. Kim Kardashian wrote a letter to herself for the issue. She penned a letter to her younger self where she gives herself a little advice. She said, it's easy to say just ignore the criticism, but another thing you'll learn is that at some point it will click in your head that it's not about you anymore. It's about family. It's about helping other people. For years, you'll be putting yourself out there, but you're going to become a more private person, and you're going to come to realize that the way to get your story out there, the actual narrative, the truth, isn't by engaging, but by doing. So that was a letter to her younger self. Now, Ciara's also on the cover of the swimsuit issue as well, and her husband, Russell Wilson, said that is something that she's always wanted. So congratulations to her.
Okay.
He also wrote a tribute to his wife as part of this year's cover story. He said, that's what my wife does. She inspires people because she connects with them. She tilts rooms when she walks into them. It really seems like all the furniture just slides her way. That is so sweet. In addition, model and activist Mae Musk is on the cover. She's 74 years old, by the way, so she's the oldest swimsuit cover model. And then Yumi Nu is also part of this year's cover class, and she is what's considered a curvy model. She made history as the first Asian curve model to grace the pages of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit. Now she's on the cover. So those are the 4 covers, and that hit stands on May 19th. I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
Who you giving that donkey to?
Man, I need a relative of that thug, Peyton Gendron's, to come to the front of the congregation. Her name is Sandra. What is her name? Sandra Komaroff. She needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.